What's up, everyone? This is King Crypto. Today we're going to be talking about my top 3 favorite indicators to use when I'm trading in the markets. Just keep believing in Bitcoin and crypto space as a whole. Great video. Okay. I will keep believing. I will believe forever. Markets are still looking stable, so that video I made actually a day or two ago, I'm really happy to see that the markets aren't completely falling apart. It looks like we might be building a resistance level at 8,000, and hopefully it'll stay that way. Alright, so let's begin. Alright guys, so let's talk about the top 3 indicators that I like to use. Right now I'm on tradingview.com. I'm going to try to make this really fast so you can understand, but I'm also going to make it comprehensible to the best of my ability. So TradingView is my favorite because it allows you to add all these indicators and it makes it real simple. So I'm on a 2-hour chart. Now I like that one the most. I think it tells you the most about the future, the long-term future, and I don't really like using the minute charts. Unless you're day trading, you would use one of these charts. But this is kind of like for a bigger profit margin. Now, my first favorite indicator, it's called the RSI. RSI is called the Relative Strength Index. Now with the RSI, you can really determine what's going to happen almost every time, because you can see every time this is oversold. This is an oversold position. You can also see that this is when it's at a low. Every time that happens, we see that the price comes back up. Every time it comes back down again, see that it just jumped right back up again. So this is a constant. This always happens. Just about, unless there's such bad news about the company that everything's gone. We see it happen again, and then when we see it's getting a little bit to be overbought, we see it sell down again. Oh, look at that, it's down, it's coming back up again. So it's this game that you have to play, but it's really that simple. When we saw the correction happen, well, it was a pretty hard correction, but at the same time we saw 3 opportunities where the RSI was too low. Or oversold. So that was our giveaway right there. Buy it, buy now, buy now. And that's what you got to pay attention to when you're reading into these markets. So that's RSI. Now let's move on to the next one. This is called the MACD. Now the MACD is like a second placeholder in terms of it's like my second signal, because the MACD kind of, with how these are set up, these are manually set up this way. So the MACD kind of comes in to show you the trend a little bit afterward, like just about maybe an hour or 2 after the oversold shows itself, you know, and it kind of works the opposite way too. Sometimes they align perfectly, sometimes they don't, but from my experience, the MACD kind of comes in a little bit afterward. We can see it happens again on the 2nd, and so that's how you can tell. So really what you should do is when you see an oversold position like that, you can kind of get an idea that this is about the curve. Oh, look, there's a curve. I should buy in before this crosses, because once I buy the cross, I already missed out on all this profit. So that's what I do personally. But once you see this cross, you see that that's like your second signal. At least in my opinion, that's how I treat it. I see the RSI, I buy in, then I see it crossed. Oh, good. Now it's really looking hot. It's like a check mark, you know, a checklist of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like a study guide or some kind of exam you're studying for. Once you check everything out, you got 100. Once you know everything, every indicator that's actually important, once you focus on the important stuff, that's where you succeed. So yeah, sorry about that corny reference, but helps me. And then we finally got the super trend. Now the super trend is just a buy or sell signal, and we're going to look at it here. So the buy or sell signal is kind of like the last stand. We can see that we only find out about this after the MACD and the RSI are, you know, give us an indication of something. So this is kind of like the, you know, validifying what I've said or what I've purchased. If I bought that, sorry, if I bought Dash at $380, this will come in probably, let's see, 12 hours later. That's a little bit a while, but it'll come in and tell me that I pretty much did a good job. Or if I missed out, I can use this as a signal to know that, oh, I can still buy it even at this level and still make profits. Maybe, fuck, I'm getting the hiccups, guys. Come on. Sorry. You can buy at this level and you can still make profits, although you could have made it here. But if you missed out, it's okay. So that's how I go about doing this. Let's go to February 2nd. We can see the same thing. With the RSI comes in first, then we see the MACD, then we see the super trend. And the super trend really is the last thing. It's really just to show you that you made a good decision in the beginning. Once you see that come in, and once you start seeing the red, that's when maybe you should get out. And you should pay attention to the other ones, because you'll also see that the MACD will cross probably before that. So the super trend's always lagging behind, but it kind of solidifies what you thought you knew. And that's kind of how I see it. So I think that's a really awesome secret. I don't think really people use it in this way, but it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3 thing. It's kind of an interesting little way that I make money. And I bought Dash, and when it was like around 400, and guys, I made some good profits, and I made enough so I can keep doing these Litecoin giveaways for a little bit longer. I never had to spend my own money doing it. I'm pretty proud of that. So I hope you learned something from this. This is how I do things. If you don't like it, well, then I'm so sorry. Don't watch my videos. But if you did like it, please give me a like, subscribe below, and comment. And as you should know, the more active you are, the more likely you are to win. I will pick some people that I like, I don't know, sooner or later. And I hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys. This is King Crypto. Out.
King Crypto! Yo, hey, man. Here we go. I got nothing else to say. I want to welcome you to the fastest cryptocurrency channel in the world. King Crypto!